Hello, good afternoon. 3:19, but I'm calling it a day. Time to recap. So the first trade I took today, I had a really good morning actually, trading small cap nasdaqs instead of the OTCs. So first play that I'm going to go over is GFAI. So this was actually right off the watch list. If you guys are subscribing, then you would have seen it. So I was looking for a dip and rip on this. It had a pretty big gap up this morning from like 140 to a top of 203. So I bought this one this morning, right here at 182 as it recrossed VWAP there this morning. It chopped around a little bit this morning, and then I figured it picked the direction it was going to go in. Had a clear risk level down here, 170-ish. So I hopped in at 182 right here. Actually, I mistook that. I hopped in at 182 right here at 9:49 a.m. So I held through this. I sold some here, and then I wound up selling and making $198 on that one. I sold the best sell I had was 210. I think the averages of my sell were 205. I sold some here at 199. Then some at 201, and then some at 210. So I didn't do a great job hitting the top here. I held a quarter of it until it came back down on the other side and sold slightly below 199 I think right here when it failed. So that was a pretty good trade for me, $198 winner. Next one up on the docket, IMGN. Same idea. This had a pretty good gap up this morning, actually a really good gap up from the 460s. All the way up to 740 at one point. The way that I played this one was actually after it put a double bottom in here. It put a double bottom in at 6, and now if I zoom out to the pre-market action as well, you can see that 6 held here pre-market, and then it held here twice this morning. So I really like that as a support area. So I bought in at 10:15, so that would be right here. I bought in on this as it broke through 620. You can see this little channel it developed here down between 6 and 620. So when it broke out of that channel, I entered at 621, and then I actually I sold some really quick. Sold some really quick at like 628 because I realized in order to play this one successfully that my risk level was going to have to be $6, and I was oversized to have that wide of a risk. So I sold half of it there, and then I added some back on this dip, and then my best sell on that one, again I kind of missed the top. My best sell on that one was 649, was my best sell on that one. So right in this area, and then it started getting toppy, and then when it broke back down I sold here at 1045, 640 something. So that one was a pretty good trade as well. Not as big of a dollar gain at $62 on that one. But then I was bound and determined to give back all of my winnings on the day on AABB. So this one is a bane of my existence. This one was on the watch list as well. They actually dropped a PR at 11. I hopped in here at 1935 was my first buy, and then I averaged down 1920. So I had an average of 1925, I think it was. Anyways, I held all day until that broke 18. I sold in the 1790s. With a PR, if you remember from the watch list, we've been forming this wedge, and we're at the bottom end of it. So I figured with a PR, it was actually going to go up a fair amount and had pretty good potential. It was a big flop, and that I know not to buy in anticipation. I needed to let it prove itself first. But I didn't. I bought in anticipation and held all day. I could have gotten out anywhere in here for a small loss, but I was like, no, 18's been a support level for a few days. You can see that on the daily chart, but I didn't do it. And I sold when it broke under 18 and gave back all of my gains on the day. Woo! Anyways, if you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We have recaps like this that come out every afternoon. We also have the morning watch list, which I outline my plays. All 3 of the trades that I took today were on the watch list, even AABB. But anyways, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Thank you. I hope you had a better day than I did. Bye.